Yo, what's cracking, fam? T Money down in the dungeon. It's like 12:30 in the morning, and I got a little itch to do a video, and just check in with everybody. It's been a hot minute since I've done one, so I felt like I really needed to. I actually started to do one like a week or two ago, and then somebody came home and fucking screwed everything up. But yeah. Anyways, um, hope everybody's well. Putting this out there. I know I'm like super inconsistent now with shit, but it is what it is. So I wanted to do a collection update because I got a ton of cool shit, so much shit, and I just felt like I should take a crack at some of this stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do. I hope everybody's having a great Halloween season. I promised I'd do at least one video for October, and honestly, I wish I could show you guys my setup outside. I went fucking all out this year. I have like a badass graveyard set up, and just a lot of cool shit in the front yard. So it's really cool because we don't get that many trick or treaters in our neighborhood. And this year, like all kinds of little kids are coming around and like checking it out with their families, and it's awesome. So we're hoping we're gonna have word of mouth is gonna boost up our trick or treater thing. Because when I was a kid, this neighborhood used to be packed with trick or treaters, and now like ever since I've grown up and shit, it's just like the numbers go down, 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 down. So it'll be interesting this year to see. Um, I would say go to my Instagram and check out some pictures that I took, but I have to mention that my Instagram got seriously hacked. I got like a message at 5:30 in the morning, like 2 weeks ago, saying your email and password changed. And so I figured, okay, I got hacked. This has happened before. The first time it happened, I clicked on something, and sorry, a little skeeter. Um, I'll pick that up later. But yeah, so it got hacked. I clicked on something, um, it was like the Mutilator shop or whatever. Somebody that I follow, the movie The Mutilator. I think they got hacked, and I got a message saying, hey, it was like a really elaborate, like, oh, hey, can you help me? Boost my we're trying to, it was like smart, it was like movie related. They were like they said they were trying to enter some contest, so I was like, sure, I'll help you do that. Clicked on something, and then I got fucking hacked, scammed. But I was able to do a facial recognition, and just turn my face a couple ways, whatever, and get back in. This time though, I don't know if these fuckers are skilled or what, but they totally like got into my account. Mind you, I did not click on anything, and took over everything. They took over my shit, and Instagram's a piece of shit, fucking behemoth that doesn't give a fuck about anyone. And I've tried to email them like 25 times, trying to get back into my account, letting them know that facial recognition isn't working, blah, 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 blah. And I can't get back in. I'm fucking locked out. So there's like 5 years of pictures and friends and, shit lost. And to be honest with you, I've like been thinking a lot about it lately. I actually deactivated the new account that I started recently this morning because I was like, you know what? I don't fucking need social media anymore. But the thing about it is that I'm such a hardcore collector that, and so it's two things. The collecting aspect, because there's a lot of companies, like for example Luke Welch Sculpture, shout out to Luke Welch. um, they do drops on Instagram, so it's like important for me as a collector to want to be able to see these drops on Instagram, and shit that I buy and collect. So Orbit DVDs, another one, they post a lot of stuff on Instagram, so it's nice to know, to be in the know, because a lot of this stuff sells out quick and blah blah blah. So there's that reason, and then also there's just the reason of a lot of cool people that I've met over the 5 years or whatever that I've been doing YouTube and whatever. So I couldn't do it. I deactivated my Facebook and my new Instagram account this morning, and then I just decided to, um, it didn't last very long, to create a new account on Instagram. I haven't opened up my Facebook yet. Facebook's not as good. It's good for keeping in contact with old friends, but I don't even really do so much of that. It's more just like people boasting about what's going on in their lives and shit that I don't care about, for the most part. So I don't really need that, but the Instagram aspect it's tough because, like I said, there's a lot, especially lately. I've been doing a lot of like boutique, like just buying in general on like Etsy and Mercari, and there's a lot of really cool like uh, obscure, well, I guess like furniture like I don't know. I've been buying a lot of like gothic furniture and weird shit like that. So Not that I have room for any of that shit, but anyways, it's I digress. It's good to be on Instagram for that reason primarily, and then also just to keep in touch with everybody because I don't want to just like totally go ghost on the few good friends that I've made over the years on Instagram or whatever. So I'm back on Instagram, and my account it's for right now. I don't know. I was trying to think of a name, and I came up with haunted_hallways with a Z. I thought that was kind of cool. I've been on like a ghost to ghost Art Bell kick lately, where I've just been like listening to ghost stories and just like all things haunted, pretty much. So I thought haunted hallways was pretty cool, something different, kind of a breath of fresh air from all like the T Money bullshit and all that. Even though that's how most of you guys know me, obviously. So I will forever be T Money 86. But yeah, that account got seriously fucking hacked. So fuck you to whoever the fuck did that. I hope nobody got spammed. Some Bitcoin bullshit. Tell them to suck a dick. Report my old fucking profile. And sorry, I'm just pissed about it. It really actually is extremely frustrating, especially the fact that I can't get back in. And so it's like, cool, so you're going to let some douchebag fucking hack my account, and then when I do a facial recognition, the problem is there's no fucking humans that work at Instagram. Like, literally, there's just none, so they absolutely just don't give a fuck, unless you're like a celebrity or something, I'd imagine. Or if you do something for them. So that's how it works, But it sucks, because I lost a lot of shit from some douchebag that is trying to spam my friends. So, sorry about that, but if you want to follow me, haunted_hallways is my new YouTube name. And I'm going to be doing a lot of, I'm sorry, not YouTube, my new Instagram channel. And I'm going to be doing a lot of selling of like doubles. I got a storage unit. So much has happened in the last 6 months that I haven't like been able to talk to you guys about because I've, been busy. Or just not doing videos, but I rented a storage unit. I got everything that I had more than one copy of out of this house, and it's in storage. So I'm going to be going through bit by bit and posting shit on my Instagram for sale because fuck eBay, fuck Facebook, for like selling things. But so if anybody's interested in anything, check out my Instagram. I'll be posting movies for sale primarily. So if y'all are into that, check me out. All right. So getting all that out of the way, I had a really good trip. I went to Salem last weekend or the weekend before. It was pretty fun, but it was super busy, and it was almost to the point where it was too much. There were like 60,000 people flooding the streets of Salem, Mass. So it was really hard to get in. There were some stores that I really wanted to check out, like this Hex Witchery shop and then just some cool things that I had heard about on places that I wanted to check out. Because we go to Salem usually like every October. This was the busiest by far that I remember. So I think next year we're going to go in September. So it's not quite as crazy because there were a lot of things I wanted to check out, restaurants, shops that I didn't get to because literally there were just lines down the fucking street, so it was impossible. But yeah, so had a good time though, nonetheless. Salem's awesome. Got some cool hoodies and some like weird shit. I went to the Satanic Temple, which was pretty awesome. It's just basically like an art show, a dark art show, and there was some really cool. I wish I could plug the artist, but I forget her name. But they were all centered around this one artist that just does these really dreamy, dark imagery pictures. I don't know if they're. I think they're pictures, but it's like a lot of the stuff is so like. It's so I don't know how to describe it. Like dreamy. That it's like how is that a picture? There was one really cool picture that I posted, which you can no longer see. Of this castle in the clouds. It was really cool, but a lot of just dark, like Baphomet stuff or whatever. Cool stuff though, really, really cool. And then there's this shop called the Magic Parlor. If any of you guys ever go to Salem, I really like it a lot. Actually, it's owned by this cool dude. He just kind of goes to like estate sales in New England and buys weird shit. Because there's a lot of shops in Salem. Excuse me. I should have got a water or Spindrift or something, but. There's a lot of shops in Salem that just sell like NECA figures and just dumb shit that you can get online. But there are some cool, obscure stores here and there. The store called Hive and Forge. They sell a lot of what do you call it when they stuff animals? I always forget the name of that, but like stuffed dead animals and like just cool soaps and like just weird like blown glass and stuff like that. So Yeah. And then the Magic Parlor is really cool because the dude just buys like weird offbeat shit, like candle holders, like gothic candle holders, and just random stuff. I got this really cool like shelf. It's like a vintage design, and it's just like a little shelf piece that you mount to the wall. So I'm hoarding up. um, you know, I'm hoarding up for the day where I can, have my own shit and just lay out my place the way I want it. So long time coming, I know, but the real estate market is insane here right now too. It's pretty dumb, honestly. But yeah, so that was a lot. Sorry. Still thinking about what they call dead animals that are stuffed, but that'll drive me crazy the whole fucking video. Um, anyways, let's get into the update. So, all right. First thing we have is Pennywise, the story of It. I love the original It, and I had heard a lot of people had crowdfunded this or whatever you call it, and it took fucking forever to come. So I'm kind of done with all that because I feel like everything I back takes so long for it to come out. By the time it does come out, I either forget about it or like it's happened multiple times where like I just don't get whatever it is that you know, that I back. But so I was happy to pick this up. I got this from Orbit. Story of It. It'd be interesting to check out. And then Scream 2, classic. I like Scream 2. I like Scream. I like all the first four Screams, actually. I think they're all good. First one's definitely the best. But, anyways, this is the new 4K Steelbook. So now everything's fucking coming out in 4K. So, good luck selling your limited edition Arrow Blu ray set. It just sucks. If I would have sold it at the right time, because I have so many doubles of like limited edition box set Blu-ray box sets, and they're all not worth shit now. So I'm a dummy, it is what it is though. So that's really cool. And then this is another awesome 4K that just came out. Fucking Fright Night 4K Steelbook, awesome. I'd prefer just a standard Blu-ray edition, but I don't know if Scream 2 definitely has one. I'm not sure if Fright Night has one yet, but first come, first serve on that one. So cool. And then we have the Ring Steelbook as well. It's just a coincidence that these are all Steelbooks I happened to pull first. But yeah, I love the Ring. Really good. The first one, classic. And then, of course, the Japanese Ring is great too. And then one of my favorites, obviously, I haven't watched this yet, but the 4K of Night of the Living Dead. I can't imagine how good this is going to look, but classic movie. So figured I'd pick up the Criterion Collection 4K of Night of the Living Dead. I'm surprised they didn't do like a crazy fucking like slip box edition or whatever like they did for the Blu-ray, but they pumped this one out pretty quick. So yeah, that's cool. Event Horizon, another classic. I rewatched this one recently. This is the Steelbook for Event Horizon. I feel like I showed this off maybe in my last video, but I'm not sure. But great movie. So this is actually surprisingly, I guess Scream Factory lost the license to this one, and this is put out just by Paramount. So just picked up the Scream Factory one like what, a year ago, and now we have a Paramount 4K. But love that movie. Speaking of Scream Factory, the Fog 4K. I kind of dig this artwork here. Oops, is that upside down? Oops, sorry. Yep, classic. Love it. I'm excited actually to check all these movies out on 4K because these are all classics. I love all these movies, so fucking love the Fog. I got this really dope t-shirt from Gutter Garbs. Shout out to Gutter Garbs. Awesome company. My favorite t-shirt company by far right now. Actually for a while, really. But they put out a really cool, like, I don't know if it's a promotional artwork, but it's with the main actress there up against the door. What's her name? Adrienne Barbeau. Where she's like up against the door. Really cool. Or the window. I can't remember what it is, but it's really cool. Like old school promotional art for The Fog. Love that movie. Taxidermy, by the way. Sorry. Taxa-fucking-dermy. That would have driven me crazy the whole time. So you guys know how it is. I get things stuck in my head and I can't let them go. This movie was awesome. Surprisingly, really, really good. Two Witches. A new one from Arrow Video. Now, I thought this was going to be some Black Sunday, old witchery movie or whatever, but it's not. It's actually a new movie, and it's very much in the vein of like the old witchcraft movies, like Black Sunday, with Barbara Steele, and but like a newer version, obviously. But some of the scenes in this were really creepy. I highly recommend it. I love that fucking cover artwork too. Really cool. So, Two Witches, awesome, loved it. Then I got the Pulse trilogy. It's been a while since I've seen these. I kind of remember only liking the first one, but this is from Viavision. Viavision. Yeah, Viavision. I always Indicator, Powerhouse, Viavision, all those companies. Indicator, Powerhouse, one company, but Viavision. For some reason, I mix them up, probably because they're both, I think, UK companies. Or is this Australian? I can't remember. Anyways, Pulse trilogy, cool, and Ginger Snaps trilogy. Not that I needed these fucking movies, but what are you gonna do? You know how it is, right? Can't stop buying. Can't stop buying things. I got these today from Severin. We have Cop Game. These are kind of like just schlocky action, cheesy action movies from the 80s. Italian action movies. Bruno Mattei, Claudio Fragasso. Just cheeseball action movies. I love these directors. They did some really cool cheesy, 80s zombie movies, and I love those kind of movies like Troll 2 and fucking Zombie 3 and 4. But yeah, so anyways, Cop Game from 1988, Double Target from 1987, and Born to Fight from 1988. So yeah, these are like Van Damme, like B-movie just like cheesy Van Damme rip-off type movies, like just B-movie action flicks or whatever from the 80s. But really cool cover artworks. Severin's cool. So, I don't know. There's that. All right. Last up, I watched this one tonight actually for the first time. Creature from Black Lake. I love Dennis Fimple. He's such a good character actor. He's just like so ugly, but I love him. Like he's a very good actor. I don't know. It doesn't matter, but what he looks like. But I think his looks kind of like just make him a really good character actor. A lot of good character actors in this one too, like the dude who plays John, whatever, the crazed local that sees the creature. He was good. And then the sheriff was good too. Just a lot of and the old grandpa in this one. It's good. It's just like really homegrown. I think it takes place in like Louisiana, the Bayou or something like that. And these two college students. The funny thing too is Dennis Fimple is definitely like at least 40 years old in this movie, and he fucking plays a college student. I guess you could be like an adult college student technically. But yeah, it was fun. Kind of slow, but I loved it. Charming, Squatch movie. Just good atmosphere and good acting. Just a solid movie all around, and just kind of fun. Quirky, fun, goofy. 80s. I think it's 70s actually, but good stuff. Creature from Black Lake. So that's a new one from Synapse. Transfer is fantastic. This movie looks so fucking good. It's amazing. Synapse always does a really good job. So. Awesome. All right. Then we have some more 4Ks. Lots of new 4Ks from Scream Factory recently. We have Army of Darkness, fucking classic. One of my all-time favorite nostalgic fucking horror movies, comedy horror, whatever you want to call it. I grew up with this movie before I even saw the original Evil Dead. I grew up watching this movie on like a black box VHS tape, and it's just so good, so fun. So haven't seen the 4K yet, but I just feel like these companies pump shit out so quickly. It doesn't really give you a chance to like digest. I feel like Army of Darkness was kind of an older Scream Factory release, but that one was stuffed in there, so it didn't really fit good. But love this movie. Thought this was fantastic. Evil Dead. This is the remake from 5 years ago, 6, whenever it was. How long ago was this? 2013. Time fucking flies. I saw this in the theaters. That's crazy. Fucking over 10 years, almost 10 years old. It's insane. This movie was really good though. I really dug it. A lot of people had a problem with like the drug, like the kind of like the subliminal drug reference or whatever to addiction in it, but I thought it was cool. I thought it was good. I thought the gore was fucking brutal and awesome. So the nail gun scene it's just really good. I liked it a lot. So Evil Dead remake, happy to have that on 4K Scream Factory. One of my all-time favorites, The Funhouse. I actually just watched this with my lady friend a couple weeks ago, and she actually really dug this one. So that was awesome, pleasant surprise. But yeah, the Frankenstein monster, whatever, I forget his name, but he's just so creepy when he takes his mask off. He's like, it's just funny. Like he's so ugly, and it's just like this. The practical effects on that were fantastic. One thing I totally forgot to mention on the subject of on who directed this? Toby Hooper. Sorry. For some reason, I thought it was Wes Craven for a second. Toby Hooper. But when I was in Salem, we got to see because we don't living in Vermont. We don't have too many really cool theatrical horror options or whatever. We don't get like the cool like AGFA movies on at the local cinema or anything like that. Really, we have a cool cinema called Roxy and then Sunset Drive-In, which is pretty cool too. But they play mostly mainstream horror stuff or like Midsummer, like kind of like local modern obscure stuff, but they don't ever play like the classics, like the Funhouse and stuff like that. So when we were in Salem, my brother and I, we always make it a habit to go catch a movie at the Cinema Salem. I got a really cool T-shirt too. I'll show you guys real quick. It's right here. So really awesome. We have, speaking of Black Sunday, Cinema Salem. So pretty awesome tee there. So was happy to pick that up. But yeah, we saw The Hills Have Eyes, and we were like one of 5 people in the theater, so it was awesome. It was really fun. Good movie to watch in the theater too. I just love that like gritty feel for it. You know what I wondered though is I wonder why it kind of looked really bad, but it also adds to the charm of the movie. But I wonder why they don't have because they must have 4K scans now because Arrow, all these companies putting out these movies on 4K. But it looked like shit, but that added to the atmosphere and made everything awesome. So that was really cool. Cinema Salem in Salem, Mass. Fun times. And then this is the artwork I was referring to. So, and that's not Adrienne Barbeau. That's Jamie Lee Curtis. My bad. Awesome collector's edition. I love this cover artwork. My favorite by far. But yeah, 4K classic. Had to have both though. You know how it is. And another fucking classic. I should title this the 4K Classic Update. Return of the Living Dead. Need I say anything? How's the transfer? If you guys have checked out any of these movies, The Fog, Army of Darkness, Return of the Living Dead, Event Horizon, any of these 4Ks, let me know how they are. But classic, one of my favorites, of course. I picked this one up recently, Twice Told Tales. I don't know if this one is on one of the Scream Factory collections of Vincent Price, but love this movie, love Vincent Price. The weird thing about this is I actually put this in and the whole, I think my TV's fucked up or something. I just got this really nice TV too, like not even a year ago. And the color was like, this neon purple and green. And I thought something was wrong with the transfer. So I actually wrote Kino an email and they never responded because I took it out. I was like, wait a second, maybe I haven't heard anybody else like report on this, so I popped it out, popped it back in, and then it was normal. So that was really weird, but I love this movie. So Twice Told Tales, classic, Vincent Price, another classic, Vincent Price, and Christopher Lee, The Oblong Box. So Kino Lorber just putting out a bunch of shit on rehashed Blu-ray basically. I hope they're better transfers or something like that. This one was fun. Watched this for the first time recently. Ants. If you guys like tarantulas or any kind of like 70s and 80s like killer creature movie or whatever, killer insects movie, you'll like Ants. It's good stuff. Good atmosphere. Love it. So yeah, this one was from 77. Classic. And then one that I don't know anything about, Parvasion Dreams. 3 films: Sangaree, Those Redheads from Seattle, and Jivaro. 1950s movies. Classic 3D films and glorious Technicolor. But yeah, these aren't horror movies. Just a little Kino Lorber triple feature there, so that's cool. And by the way, if any of you guys are interested in copies of The Oblong Box, Twice Told Tales, The Fog, just hit me up. I have doubles of them all. I'm trying to get rid of them, so... couple more that I don't know anything about. I'll just pull them out. Oh my god, there's a huge spider creeping over here on the floor, and I hate killing things. I really do, but I can't put him outside now, so I'm gonna have to do it. Sorry, dude. Rest in peace. I will bury you outside when we're finished. It was like a fucking... This is like the summer of wolf spiders. They're just all over this fucking house. I just broke my fucking ruler doing that, but what are you gonna do? Now I can measure my dick. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. All right. Let's see. So, all right. Another one from Scream Factory. We have Postmortem. This one was pretty good, pretty creepy. You know, a little modern... what do you call it? Exorcism movies, possession movie. It wasn't bad. Some creepy sequences in it for sure. A little bit slow, but it picks up. And then let's see. This one, I don't even know if I showed this off. This is from Mod Media Group. This is the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This movie was pretty bad, honestly, but the kill scenes were brutal. There's one scene in particular that I really fucking liked, and it's when the van crashes and Leatherface... Basically, just the tension in that scene. When the girl wakes up, she comes to, and then she can see in the rearview mirror Leatherface cutting his mother's face off and putting her face on, and she's wearing her face when she calls on like the intercom or whatever. It was pretty creepy. Honestly, it was pretty suspenseful, intense scene. I actually ate a bunch of edibles one night, and I got like sick watching that scene for some reason. So I was like, wow, this is pretty potent. Honestly, it made me feel literally sick. So, and I don't know if it was like, I wasn't sick from like the gore. I was just sick from like the tension. I think it was crazy, but yeah, this was pretty good. Netflix movie, so I don't think you can get it on Blu-ray. But shout out to Mod Media Group. All right, and then Hayride. This is a classic, modern, semi-modern slasher. I think it's from the 90s or early 2000s, something like that. 2016. Okay, so a little off there, but this one's fun. There's two of these, Hayride and Hayride 2. But yeah, it was fun. Slasher movie. Kind of like Texas Chainsaw Massacre style. Oh, man. Shout out to, fuck, I forget his name, but I'm so sorry. My homie, I know his actual name, but he made this movie called Tapehead. And I'm not sure what's going on with this cover, but because the movie I think is called Tapehead, but it says I Love Video Barn. Maybe they're shouting out their label or something. I don't really know, but I feel bad. I haven't watched this yet. I told him I was going to, and he's making a sequel right now. And totally wanted to support him, so I got to throw this in. Maybe I'll pop this in tonight and watch this. But low budget slasher movie inspired by a bunch of dudes that love fucking indie horror and love horror and making horror movies. So, you know, it's cool. It's like they're inspired by the great killers of horror cinema, and they created a new character, kind of like in the vein of like Victor Crowley or something like that. But really cool. So shout out to Dustin and the whole crew. Frank Fulci, I think, producer on this one, so that's really cool. Shout out to Frank, my boy Frankie. Yeah, but awesome. Really cool. So thanks, guys, for that one. I promise I'll watch it very soon. Here's a strange one. I picked this up recently, and I don't even know. It's from Dark Side Releasing. I think they're a Canadian company. They put out some indie horror stuff, modern indie horror. This one's called Beyond Fury. Sorry about the glare. But Michael Walker, ex-special ops agent, has turned his back on his past and is about to start a new family with his wife, Claudia, but a chance encounter with a crime syndicate foot soldier wipes out his future and sets off a brutal series of events leading to bloody vengeance and redemption, reawakening the savagery that earned Michael Walker in his previous life the moniker Angel of Death. Beyond Fury is the final part in Darren Ward's brutal and explosive crime trilogy, a love letter to Italian crime splatter films in the 70s and 80s shot in 2.4K. Okay, so I guess I have to check out the other ones then. I don't know what they're called, but if you guys know what this trilogy could be, this one's called Beyond Fury, and it is a splatter crime movie or something like that. So that's cool. All right. This one was really good. The Hoot Owl. Okay, so shout out to the company behind this. They're called Brink Vision, and they did a movie that I really liked. 7 years ago now, 5 years ago, and I can't remember the name now, but it was so good. It's about a group of kids that go to a cabin, and they're basically like hunted down or stalked by this like grotesque killer, but it had like supernatural elements as well. It was really fucking good, and I shot it. It's called Lake Nowhere, I think. Lake Nowhere, very good. This one kind of similar, honestly. Same type of thing. Very gory, very brutal gore sequences for sure. So if you like Lake Nowhere, and you like low budget cabin in the woods type slasher movies, I think you'll really like this one as well. There's a really gross scene where I'll just say like this monster mutant dude gives birth. It's gross, but it's good. I actually really enjoyed it. The Hoot Owl, so awesome. Highly recommend that one. Highly recommend Lake Nowhere. I like Lake Nowhere better, but this one was good too. And Brink Vision's really cool. They have a bunch of cool movies on their line that they put out. I'll have to... I ordered a bunch from them recently, and I just got them in a bunch of DVDs. So I'll have to take a look. Maybe show them off in a future video or something. But cool company. I like them a lot. This movie was fucking awful. I'm sorry. This was directed by Chauncey Phillips, YouTuber. I forget his name now, but yeah, he's like a famous YouTuber, I guess, for horror. It was just bad. Like the woman who played Karen was kind of good. She wasn't bad, but these Polonia Brothers style movies are just fucking awful. Like I can't even get into them like at all. Like for real. They're just trash. I mean, I hate to say it, but I give the dude props though. You know, he's directing movies now, so that definitely is something. So it's to be appreciated for sure. And yeah, so I mean, you know, shout out to Chauncey Phillips for making a movie. And you know, I just didn't think it was funny. Like, obviously it's a play on the whole Karen thing, but it just, I don't know. There's another one I watched recently too called Amityville in Space. And so this one's directed by Chauncey Phillips. The Amityville one in space was a Polonia Brothers movie, but they're both just so bad. And you know, that's to be expected with the SRS Cinema movies, and you know, the Sabrosa SRS Cinema movies, and the Polonia Brothers productions and stuff like that. But I just can't. You know, very rarely I can appreciate one if it like makes me laugh and it's not intentionally trying to be funny or something like that. You know, like that Teenage Slumber Party Massacre or something like that. That was kind of fun, but for the most part, they're just bad. They're just like really bad. I don't know. Honestly, I thought that the Amityville in Space Polonia Brothers one was even worse. That movie was fucking awful. Don't watch that. Oh man, another fucking spider. Are you serious? I think I'm being haunted by spiders. That's creepy. Oh, sorry, dude. I hate killing things. I really fucking do. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like killing things, but when they're fucking wolf spiders crawling around my feet while I'm doing a video, they're gonna have to die. There's no two ways around it. But yeah, alright guys, I think I'm gonna stop there. I've been rambling on for a long time, 33 minutes, so please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Haunted_Hallways with a Z, Z. And I'd appreciate that because I lost like all my subscribers. Boo-hoo. But yeah, if you would be so awesome to do that, I would appreciate it. Alright, thanks for watching as always. I noticed I lost quite a bit of subscribers, but that's because I haven't been doing videos, so I guess it is to be expected, right? Yeah, so anyways, love you guys. Hope everybody's doing well. Happy fucking Halloween. It is our season, so enjoy. Hope you get plenty of candy and you have a blast and you watch horror movies all fucking October every single day, and you just hail horror, hail Halloween 365. Love you guys. Peace.